I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, welcome everyone. And just want to remind everyone, we are transmitting live via YouTube and Facebook Live. Jonathan, anywhere else? And Teams, Facebook Live, and YouTube. And Commissioner Leinbach is not here today, but he is joining us via Teams. So welcome, Commissioner Leinbach. This time I'm going to ask my Executive Assistant, Barbara Lopez, to please read the public comment notice.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Okay, thank you very much, Barbara. Now move on to the approval of the minutes. Are there any changes or additions to the minutes from the April 2024 meeting? If none, the minutes stand approved as presented. We did have an executive session on the 30th, on April the 30th, which we discussed personnel and real estate. Now move on to the public comments on agenda items. Do we have any comments on agenda items? None in person and none online either. Okay, we'll then move into the agenda items. Item number 1 under budget is adopt a resolution authorizing the 2025 budget transfers in the amount of $31,644 and 2025 appropriations in the amount of $149,695 per listing dated April 25th of 2025. Under Human Resources, we have 2 items. Adopt a resolution authorizing Human Resources recommendations dated May 1st as follows. Number 1, authorize the appointment of Seth Connard to Assistant Public Defender 1, Public Defender's Office, effective May 5th of 2025. And number 2, authorize the promotion of David Hurley from Deputy Sheriff to Sergeant Sheriff's Office, effective May 21 of 2025. We have 3 items under the commissioners. Item A is adopt a resolution approving the exoneration of 2023 county property taxes in the amount of $982.70 for a parcel on Farmer Street in Birdsboro, owned by the Birdsboro Post of the American Legion number 626. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing approval of the expense reimbursement and purchasing card expenditures approval policy effective May 1 of 2025. And item C is adopt a resolution authorizing Christian Leinbach Chair to execute the CWEL agreement, Child Welfare Education for Leadership Program, between the County of Berks, Tyler J. Ifrig, an employee of Berks County Children and Youth Services, and the University of Pittsburgh of the Commonwealth System of Higher Education to participate in a graduate level social work program as outlined in Title 4B, Part 1 of the Commonwealth Child and Family Services Plan. Number 2 is a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated April 28th of 2025. And there are a total of 10 contracts, 1 with the Berks Heim, 1 with the Department of Agriculture, 1 with the Department of Emergency Services, 1 with Election Services, 1 with Facilities and Operations, 2 with Human Resources, 1 with Information Systems, 1 with Parks and Recreation, and one with the Berks County Youth Shelter. Item number 3 is a motion to authorize the execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending May 2 of 2025. And item 4 is a motion to authorize execution of employee payroll disbursements dated May 6 of 2025.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the agenda as presented.
I second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. None opposed. The motion carries. Thank you very much. We will now move on to the reports of the treasurer and controller. We will start with Mitchell R. Darcourt, our county treasurer.
Thank you, Commissioner. Today we have an opening balance of $212,799,500.59. We have a balance declare of $5,529,177.02. That's leaving us with a balance of $207,270,323.57. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. We'll now move on to our county controller, Joe Rutterow.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. For the week ending May 2nd, 2025, we have a total cash disbursement of $17,760,962.35. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll now move on to the report of the Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Just a note that things are going extremely well, moving various departments from the service center to the South Campus in Moton. And our last move will be occurring next week for the Area Agency on Aging. It will take the balance of the week, starting Monday, disconnecting technology, and then move will take place Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want to thank everyone for their cooperation, especially the facilities team, the IS department and purchasing, and these various departments that are moving, so that we can start to continue to upgrade and remodel these two buildings in the downtown campus. Thank you, Commissioner Rivera.
Thank you very much. We'll now move on to Commissioner's comments, and I will start with Commissioner Leinbach, who is joining us online.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. Sorry that I can't be there, fighting a cold, and I'm sure everybody's glad that I'm not there.
We do appreciate that.
Just two things that I want to touch on. First of all, last Friday, we had an open house for Reading Aviation over at the airport. That is now the single fixed-based operator. We had a great turnout, very exciting step in the future of the airport. And I think the big message that we delivered is that the airport is moving forward and finally, after several decades, back into a growth mode. The NetJets contract is effective today, May the 1st. I actually physically signed that contract yesterday. The airport authority had approved the contract in April. That is going to be a big step. That's a maintenance facility at the airport for NetJets. NetJets is the largest fractionally owned corporate aviation company in the world, and their largest area of operation is the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. And this maintenance facility will service the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. On top of that, I was involved in another meeting this week with a brand new prospect at the airport. I'm not at liberty to share the name at this point in time. But again, these things are happening because the county has stepped up, taken what I believe is an important leadership role in the future of the airport. And we're seeing very, very positive signs from that. So I'm excited about that. There'll be a lot more to come. Both of my colleagues have been very involved in it, as have our COO, Kevin Barnhart, sits on the authority board, and Pam Mennett, our Director of Community and Economic Development. And then the team over at the airport, Zach, Mike, Michelle, Kylie, Ken at the FBO, and Ed Stock. Ed Stock's probably our solicitor for the board. He's the one person that has been there for a very long time. And he actually reached out to me yesterday afternoon and said how excited he is to see this kind of movement forward and how pleased he is with the leadership that the county of Berks has shown in aggressively moving forward with the airport. So that's very exciting news, I think, for our community. And I might add, all of this has been done without a dime of county property tax money. The county has not put any money into the airport. This is showing what you can do with your own resources at the airport. One other item, I've mentioned this student in the past, Garrett Heineman. Garrett and a number of other students, along with one of their school counselors, joined us up in Harrisburg at the farm show in January. And Garrett and I have stayed in communication since then. And Garrett is involved with a group from Governor Mifflin called What's Up Berks. He's there today. I apologize, Garrett, that I couldn't be there in person to meet you, along with Stella Belinsky, Lily DiLoretta, and Jacob Labal. But I've asked Garrett if he can step up to the microphone and take a few minutes to introduce the team and just tell our audience and the commissioners what you're involved in right now. Thank you for being here, Garrett.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Yes, so we are 4 of 6 current student representatives at Governor Mifflin High School who are currently working to eliminate the use of single-use plastics within Berks County, as Commissioner Leinbach stated, as a part of a group called What's Up Berks. And again, we are trying to currently educate others about the devastating impacts of these plastics, whether it be microplastics in our environment, but more specifically toward our human health. We're going to talk a little bit about our current local and community related actions, and then we'll talk a little bit more of our large scale legislative efforts. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jacob Obama, currently a senior at Governor Mifflin, and we're working with Food Director Laura Klein at Governor Mifflin to ban single-use forks, spoons, and knives across the entire school district. So since COVID, they've used plastic because it's easier for the students, but we are working to get them banned completely by the start of the school year next year, so they convert completely to metal utensils. And we're working with all the school districts as well. We're going to have each of the elementary schools vote on a design for a face for the containers that they'll put those utensils in once they're done with them, to get those students involved with it. And then we're also going to have the wood shop create those containers, and then the art classes paint them to get all of the groups involved at our school. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stella Belinsky. I'm a sophomore at Governor Mifflin High School. So we are also taking this issue statewide. So we have drafted up a bill proposal that is going to try to eliminate the selling of single-use plastic bags as a whole in the state of Pennsylvania. So far, we have a sponsorship from Senator Judy Schwenk, and we have been in contact with Senator Scott Martin, and we're still waiting to hear back about him. And we are going to be contacting Senator Elder Vogler in hopes for a sponsorship from them as well.
Hello, I'm Lillian DiLoretta. I am a junior at Governor Mifflin, and we have the opportunity to be presenting on May 5th, this upcoming Monday. Yes, and we will be presenting our bill to a board of people from the House of Representatives and people from the Senate at the Berks for Peace National Youth Violence Prevention Week. So we are super excited about that and to kind of see where our bill goes. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Great job.
So thank you very much, Garrett, Stella, Lily, and Jacob. I believe it was last week, we had a great conversation, a virtual conversation one evening about this, talked about how a bill becomes law, the dynamics of the House and the Senate. Commissioner Santoni may be a good person for you to talk to before you leave today. He spent 20 years in the State House and has a lot of information on how that process works. We also talked about some of the challenges behind what they're trying to do, some of the pros and the cons. And I just think it's exciting to see young people do more than just learn things in school, but to begin to put what they've learned into action. And that's what they're doing, and I applaud them. Great to see you virtually. Hopefully, I'll get to meet the rest of this team in person sometime in the near future. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all that I have.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll move on to Commissioner Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning, everyone. And I want to first address the students. Garrett Heineman, that name is very familiar to me, so I think you might share a name with, say, your grandfather? Okay. His grandfather is a longtime school board member out at Muhlenberg, so when I saw your name, I thought, oh, I know that. Yeah, well, I don't know you personally, but I know the family. So, and as Commissioner Leinbach said, I did serve in the State House for 20 years. I would be happy to sit down and chat with you about the process, but I do want to commend you for your advocacy. You're doing it the right way. You're starting at the grassroots level. You're doing your homework. You're presenting the information to the members of the House and the Senate. And I think you have a great opportunity. Getting a bill passed into law is a challenge, as I'm sure you know. You have to get 102 House members and 26 senators and a governor to sign it. And that might take some time, but you're doing it the right way. And as I said, I'd be happy to chat with you about the process and the challenges that lie ahead. Just a couple other things I wanted to report on, Mr. Chairman. I know we've been talking about, mentioned many times, the United Way and the 100th anniversary that they're doing this year, and they had their dinner that we all attended. But I just want to give the Doran Award winner, Dick East, a shout out. Dick, many people know Dick, longtime banker, longtime community member here in Berks, does a lot of great things. He got the highest honor of individual service through the United Way. So congratulations to Dick. Commissioner Leinbach, Commissioner Rivera, and I also attended last night the Legends and Leaders Award dinner for the Olivets. It was a wonderful event. Philadelphia Eagles retired defensive end Brandon Graham was the keynote speaker, and he did a great job and talked to the young people in the community as well during the day. And I also want to give a shout out to Angel Helm, who received the top award last night, Champions of Youth. Again, Angel has been around for I don't want to say a long time because she's very young, but Angel's been doing a lot of great things in our community for a long time, and we worked with her with regards to some of the challenges that the Olivets have had. So I want to commend her and thank her for all the great work she does, not just with the Olivets, but with a lot of different activities and community groups throughout Berks County. A lot of stuff going on today. Later on this afternoon at the Reading Public Museum, we are again, another 100-year anniversary. We're having a time capsule dedication, a moon tree dedication, lecture by a NASA scientist, and some educational activities. And that's from 3 to 5. I know Jonathan Heinzman's on the board there, and he's going to be involved. So we look forward to that event later today. If anybody's available, stop by. This Saturday, May 3rd, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. is the second annual Taco Fest, 600 and 700 block of Penn Street. There'll be live bands, dances, a fitness run, and a number of different activities that are in conjunction with the forthcoming May 5th Cinco de Mayo. And I want to wish everybody a happy Cinco de Mayo. Just a couple facts. I know you're interested in some of these facts about Cinco de Mayo, but there's a lot of misnomers about the holiday. It is not Mexican Independence Day. Many people think it is a celebration of Mexican Independence Day. That's September 16th, the most important day in Mexico. But this is to celebrate the Mexican victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. And another little known fact is Cinco de Mayo is actually more popular in the United States than in Mexico. It's not that big of a deal down there in Mexico. And there's as much beer sold on Cinco de Mayo as Super Bowl Sunday. So it's a big deal. Couple other quick things. It's Mental Health Awareness Month starting today, a very important month. May 16th is Wear Green in honor of mental health awareness. So we're encouraging all people here that work at the county to wear green on May the 16th. It's a Friday. And my final point is on Tuesday evening from 6:30 to 8, the commissioners will be having their monthly town hall meeting at the West Lawn Library. And we encourage all community members in that area to come see us and get their input on what's important, what's happening here in Berks County. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. I'll now move on to my comments, and I will try not to repeat what my colleagues have already said, but I do want to thank the students here for being here today and for the advocacy work that you're doing as well. Thank you very much. We need to get more youth involved in advocacy and getting involved at the government level and letting the legislature and commissioners and elected officials at all levels, let them know what's important for you. So thank you very much. Appreciate what you do. Okay. A few other items here is also want to reemphasize that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's okay to not be okay. So let's just make sure that we're looking out for each other, understanding that mental health is something that is real and that it needs to be dealt with, especially in our youth. Just Barb and I were coming back from lunch the other day, and we ran into a lady that works at the Hispanic Center. She was just giving numbers as to, I can't remember the numbers, and Barbara, I don't know if you remember, but it's a high amount of kids that are in 6th grade that have had some form of suicidal thoughts at one point or are having them right now. So that's sad when you have a kid that's in 6th grade, so that'd be about 11 years old, having a suicidal tendency thoughts. So let's just make sure that we are keeping an eye out on our youth and on everyone and making sure that they're getting the help they need if they're having any mental health issues. This last Friday, we also attended all three of us were, no, Commissioner Antonio was not, Commissioner Leinbach and I were at the Berksheim Volunteer Lunch. So just want to take an opportunity to thank the volunteers at the Berksheim. Couldn't do what we do at the Berksheim without our volunteers. So thank you, volunteers that volunteer at the Berksheim day in and day out. So this morning, Commissioner Santoni and I were at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance Legislative Breakfast at the Reading Hospital School of Health Services. We had 6 of our local legislators there having conversations about what's important for them. And we had to leave, but they were going to have the opportunity to answer questions from the people that were in attendance there. And also Commissioner Santoni and I were at the Berks Treatment Court graduation this morning, which we had to leave early to come here. But just a little bit about that court. It says treatment courts are the single most successful intervention in our nation's history for leading people with substance abuse and mental health disorders out of the justice system and into lives of recovery, stability, and health. And that's what they did. And they were recognizing those who are graduating from the Berks County Treatment Course program. It was amazing just to see all the people that were coming in and that were able to go through that program. It is not a mandatory program. It is a voluntary program. And I think there are at least, maybe 50 or 60 graduates there this morning. So great job to Judge Guy Sauser and the rest of the judges that work on that. I think the other one was Judge Boder as well. So thank you and congratulations to all the graduates of that program, and best wishes on your new endeavors. Also this past Monday, we had Senator Scott Martin here visiting our Children's Alliance Center. So I want to thank him for coming and visiting and taking an interest in that center. It's something that's really needed for our kids here. Also this past Monday, I had the opportunity to go to the White House for the Eagles Super Bowl victory celebration. I'm going to ask Barbara to share some pictures. I don't know what pictures he's going to share. Okay, so that was me there in front of the White House. So a great opportunity to go and celebrate with the Eagles, the 59th Super Bowl win. As you can see, I had my green tie on there. Any other pictures, Barbara, there you want to? Huh? Okay. So I was here on the White House lawn. There's some Jamie Barton, who's our one of our local state representatives as well, and that's Senator Pennycook, who's our local one of our local state senators as well. So had a great time there, a great opportunity again to celebrate the win with our Eagles. That's Attorney General Dave Sunday and Senator Dave McCormick as well. They were in attendance at that event. State Treasurer Stacey Garrity as well, and a lot more other people that were there. Dr. Oz was in attendance as well. What you see in the background behind us is where the Eagles were at. They came down from the two sides. Other two commissioners, Josh Parsons from Lancaster and Antonio, what a blank on his last name, from Lehigh.
Pineda. Pineda.
Antonio Pineda from Lehigh County was there as well celebrating. I don't know if Barbara has one of the videos there where it shows the Eagles coming out. You don't have that. Okay. So anyway, you can, if you want to see, there's some videos there of when the Eagles were coming out of the White House, coming in, lining up. Oh, there it is. There's part of it. So we won't show the whole videos, but they're on my Facebook page if you want to take a look at it. So just wanted to, again, congratulate the Eagles. They were congratulated as well at the event last night. I'm not going to do the EAGLES, but go Eagles. Thank you, Barbara. Let's see, tomorrow, Friday, in Hamburg, it's the kickoff of Small Business Week and Main Street Matters Facade Funding Award. The Community and Economic Development, DCED, Secretary Seiger is going to be there to give Hamburg, our foundation, give them a check for facade improvements in downtown Hamburg, understanding the importance that main streets play in our municipalities, as well as the importance of small businesses. So if you are in the Hamburg area and want to join that press conference, it is tomorrow at 10 a.m. and it is at the Our Town Foundation in front of their building at 320 State Street in Hamburg. So feel free to drop by and help us celebrate small businesses in Hamburg. And one last item, this Saturday morning from 9 to 11 a.m. is the Medicine Take Back program at the Fight and Fill Stadium in one of their parking lots behind left field. So if you have any medicine at home that's expired, you don't use anymore, don't throw it away, don't throw it down the toilet, take it there and they will dispose of it properly. If you, again, it's important if you have medicine that you stopped using, you were given at some point, stopped using it, don't keep it at your home. You never know who may go visit and may be looking for those drugs there, and it may be an issue. So please, any, again, expired or unused medicine, please drop by tomorrow. It's very easy. You go into your car, they're set up there. You hand them the drugs, the medicine, they will take it, and then you can just drive on. So just a couple minutes to do that, but please help us keep it out of the trash, keep it out of the water systems and out of the hands of people that shouldn't be having them. Again, that's tomorrow at the Fight and Fill Stadium, the parking lot behind left field. And this is sponsored by the Council Chemical Abuse, the District Attorney's Office, and SOS Berks, and a few others. And at 11 o'clock, we do have an election board meeting today. And those are all my comments. Okay, we'll now move on to row officer comments. Do we have any comments by our row officers?
I do not have anything at this time.
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to share that I had the opportunity to sit down with Pam Seaman, our administrator for the County of Berks Mental Health and Department on BCTV. So that'll air on Monday, this next Monday at 6:30. Very interesting. I learned a lot, and unfortunately, a half hour, you don't learn everything. So I'll have to have her back at some point. But you know how fitting, because this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. So she's doing great work there, and I appreciated her time. And if anyone wants to tune in and see what we chatted about, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll now move on to public comments. Do you have any public comments in person or online? Diane didn't sign up, but I'm assuming you're here to talk about the Armed Forces Day Parade. So Diane, we'll let you have the microphone.
Thank you. I'm Diane Price. I'm the chair for the Berks County Armed Forces Advisory Committee. And this Saturday, May 17th, we'll be having the 77th Berks County Armed Forces Day Parade, the oldest in the nation. And it starts in Wyomissing, ends in West Reading. And we're looking forward to having a lot of people out there. I know a lot of people get to West Reading for their events like the Pretzel and Beer Fest and things like that. Come on out to the Armed Forces Day Parade. It starts at 10 a.m. Saturday. This year we're recognizing the National Guard. So our reviewing officer and our parade marshal are both from the Pennsylvania National Guard. Our reviewing officer is Colonel Promotable David Morris, who is from Burnville area. And our parade marshal is Command Sergeant Major retired Michael Worley. And we're looking forward to recognizing them. The active duty Berks Armed Forces Day Parade is to honor today's military. But in Berks County, we'll also recognize the veterans in our community because we do have a long history and heritage of military service in Berks County. We have one of the largest veteran and military populations in the state, and Pennsylvania has one of the largest veteran and military populations in the country, I think in the top 5 or so. So we're looking forward to that. We want to thank we want to thank the County of Berks, including the Veterans Affairs Office and the Sheriff's Department. Sheriff's Department helps the West Reading Police Department with traffic control for the day of the parade. Also, our major donation, West Reading and Wyomissing, of course, because they host us, show their hospitality and really are very good to work with for the last 10 or so years. We've enjoyed being over there. We do have sponsors every year to cover nonprofits that are in the parade to help out high school bands that are going to be in the parade to offset costs. And so we're really thankful to Kozlov Stout Attorneys, Pennsylvania Senator Scott Martin, Paulin, the American Diner in West Reading, East Penn Manufacturing, Albright College, Disabled American Veterans Chapter 10, Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 131, Sinking Spring VFW, Friends of Veterans Making a Difference, and also Liz and Doug Graybill for our major donations. And so we do have the 75th anniversary coins are still available from our 75th anniversary parade. And they're $10 each. Folks want to contact us. We're at Berks Armed Forces Day at yahoo.com. And so again, we look forward to folks coming out. We do have a lot of veterans organizations, reenactors, high school bands, Buccaneers, alumni, Drum and Bugle Corps are going to be in the parade again this year. Kutztown Pipe Band will be with us, as well as Reading Area Firefighters, Mustang Car Club, Skyline Drive Corvettes. So, of course, I have to pick out the Corvettes I want, and the Mustangs, I'm going to take home with. Like that one and that one. Okay, that one too. But you're welcome to come out and see us that day of the parade, and look forward to having Commissioner Santoni with us. I don't believe any of the other commissioners we've heard from yet.
Barbara, I reserved, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
All three of
signed
us
up.
will be
I'm
there.
signed
Okay,
up
we
as
look
well.
forward to seeing the day of the parade. And thank you. You're all welcome again to come. We also look for volunteers the day of the parade to help us get people in line at the beginning of the parade. And we have some special perks for volunteers, participants in the parade. So our next meeting is next Wednesday, May 7th at 6 o'clock at Grace Evangelical Lutheran Church at 30 Liberty Street in Shillington. Y'all are welcome to come. We'll be putting together a lineup that night, and you can kind of ask questions and get an idea of what we're doing. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Diane. And this is the 77th.
This is 77 this year. I've only been with it for about 23 years.
That's all, only 23. Right, so come out. It'll be a great event. All three of us will be there, and Diane has ordered nice weather for that Saturday. So it'll be sunny, but not too hot to be able to enjoy the parade. So thank you, Diane. Okay, that ends our public comment period.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we adjourn.
I will second that. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.